Welcome students. Today I am going to discuss about 8th standard science subject lesson 6 sound, a new topic, sound waves. Sound is a form of energy. Sound is a form of energy. It is transferred through the air or any other medium in the form of mechanical waves. A sound wave is a wave of alternating high pressure and low pressure regions of air. Sound is a longitudinal wave, meaning that the motion of particle is along the direction of propagation. The mechanical wave is a disturbance which propagates in a medium due to the repeated periodic motion of the particles of the medium from their mean position. The sound waves are called mechanical waves. The sound waves are called mechanical waves because they need a material medium like solid, liquid, or gas for their propagation. The sound wave involves the vibration of the particles of the medium through which they travel. It means that the energy is transferred from one particle to another as a wave motion. Mechanical waves. Mechanical wave requires a medium such as rope, air, water, or soil. The wave begins at a source. This causes molecules in the medium to move up and down, right and left, or in and out around their equilibrium position. A material medium is necessary for the transmission for mechanical waves. Mechanical waves cannot travel through vacuum. Mechanical waves cannot travel through vacuum. A disturbance is transmitted from one layer to the next through the medium. It can be transverse or longitudinal. For example, wave motions, water waves, sound, vibrations of spring. Types of mechanical waves. There are two types of mechanical waves. They are transverse waves, longitudinal waves. A transverse wave has its oscillation perpendicular to the direction the wave moves. A longitudinal wave has its oscillations in the same direction as the wave moves. The first one, transverse wave. A transverse wave has vibrations, that means oscillations perpendicular to the directions the wave travels. Once again, in a transverse wave, the particles of the medium vibrate in a direction which is perpendicular to the direction of propagation of the wave. For example, waves in strings, light waves, etc. Transverse waves are produced only in solids and liquids. The oscillations of a transverse wave are not in the direction the wave moves. Next one, longitudinal waves. Longitudinal wave oscillates parallel to the direction the wave travels. Once again, in a longitudinal wave, the particles of the medium vibrate in a direction which is parallel to the direction of propagation of the wave. For example, waves in springs, sound waves in a medium. Longitudinal waves are produced in solids, liquids, and also in gases. Next, properties of sound. Properties of sound. All sounds that we hear are not the same. There are some properties that differentiate one kind of sound from another. Next, we will study about some properties now. First one, loudness. The loudness of sound depends upon the amplitude of vibration. If the amplitude is less, the sound is feeble. If the amplitude is more, the sound is loud. The unit of loudness is called decibel. dB. Once again, it is defined as the characteristics of sound that enable us to distinguish a weak or feeble sound from a loud sound. The loudness of a sound depends on its amplitude. Higher the amplitude, louder will be the sound, and vice versa. When a drum is softly beaten, a weak sound is produced. However, when it is beaten strongly, a loud sound is produced. The pitch of the sound depends upon the frequency of vibration. If the frequency is less, the sound has low pitch. For example, sound of a drum, sound of an adult. If the frequency is more, the sound has a high pitch. For example, sound of whistle, sound of a baby. We hear frequencies of sound as having different pitch. A low frequency sound has a low pitch like a rumble of a big truck. A high frequency sound has a high pitch like a whistle or siren. In speech, when women have higher fundamental frequencies than men. Pitch and loudness of sound. The pitch of sound depends on the frequency of vibration. If the frequency is high, the sound has high pitch, and if the frequency is low, the sound has low pitch. Amplitude of sound. Do you know, students, amplitude? The magnitude of the maximum disturbance of the medium or either side of the mean value if the amplitude is a sound wave. That means the amplitude of sound wave is the height of the crest or trough. It is represented by a letter capital A. The SI unit of the amplitude is as the same that meter. Next one, frequency of sound wave. When sound is propagated through a medium, the density of the medium oscillates between a maximum value and a minimum value. The change in the density of the medium from a maximum value to the minimum value and again to the maximum value is one oscillation. The number of oscillations per unit time is called the frequency of sound wave. It is represented by letter the V. It is a Greek word. The SI unit is hertz. Capital H Z. Next one, audibility and range. According to the frequency, we can classify the sound into three types. They are audible sound, infrasonic sound, ultrasonic sound. Audible sound is sound which we can hear. It has frequencies between 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz. Inaudible sound is sound which we cannot hear. It has frequencies less than 20 Hz and more than 20,000 Hz. Sound whose frequencies are more than 20,000 Hz is called ultrasonic sound. Some animals like dogs can hear ultrasonic sound. Bats produce ultrasonic sound. A bat can hear the sounds of frequencies higher than 20,000 Hz. Bats produce ultrasonic sound during screaming. These ultrasonic waves help them to locate their way and their prey. Students, I hope all are understood today's topic. Thank you for listening, students.